pictures, all the stuff you don't want to lose, then you can just erase your hard drive and start all over again. And you really haven't lost much except a couple hours. But if you haven't backed up your files, then it's a real problem when you get one of these things. So if you've got a copy of your files someplace else and one of these locking programs comes up and says, give me $250, you just turn off the computer, erase it, and start all over again. You're not losing anything because you've got copies of your files. So that's really important. Sooner or later, if you keep using a computer, you're going to get something bad. And it's a good idea to have copies of the stuff you need. Okay. I want to talk just a little bit about credit cards. It's not strictly a computer issue, but those of you who, like me, use your credit card online sometimes, we have to be extremely careful. We have to be extremely careful all the time with our credit cards. It is so easy for these people to get credit cards. Yes?
Before we get into kind of what you just talked about, if you were to create a restore point, or you can go back, just use the restore point. Could you get rid of, if they had said warning or locking up the computer, instead of erasing it all, could you just use the restore point?
The problem is that any good virus will also infect your restore point. So if it's on the hard drive, they got it. You know? So plenty of cases where people have gone back to a restore point and brought the virus right back with them. Yes?
And as when you mentioned about backing up your files, I know I used to back up everything on an external hard drive. Isn't it really critical that you disconnect that backup drive?
That would be smart.
It'll infect that
Yes.
backup, and then everything's.
Yeah, because if you're anything that's connected to your computer, once they take over your computer, is at risk. Of course, you have to remember there's no actual human being standing there in control of your computer. So if the program is unaware of the external hard drive, then you're okay. But it might search for it. So always better to have. I like the flash drive in the drawer. You know, that's not gonna